Hello everyone, and welcome back to the stream. So I just spent 25 minutes trying to get a video game to work. So earlier this afternoon I tested Amnesia, a Machine for Pigs, to make sure it would work. And it worked. So I cheerfully, merrily boot up the game at at the start of a 7:15, and game doesn't work. So what apparently happened is it just destroyed the executable file of the game. So the launcher was still there, but the actual executable of the game itself was just gone. How it managed to mess it up this bad, I don't know, but wow. I guess I can't look a gift horse in the mouth because this was a free game. Otherwise, I would have, if I would have gotten it, I would have usually gotten it on Steam, but it was free on Epic. So I decided, okay, fine, free game. But wow, this is why we usually don't use the Epic Game Store. So I'm gonna post the link in a few places and just get right started. There we go. Guess I'll put it on my Discord as well. Typing, yes. Hey Clive, welcome to the stream. So, wow, that was that was a thing. So Epic Game Store just ate the exe file. Hey Magellan, welcome to the stream. Well, would you look who showed up? Aryan Design. I haven't heard that name in 10 years. Anyway, now this is one of those games where if I tab out, it rolls the dice on whether it maybe wants to destroy itself again. You love the title Spookvember. Yeah, that's the best I could come up with. I thought maybe November, but give me a sign, Aryan Design. Wow. Wow. So yeah, when I heard the next Amnesia game was called A Machine for Pigs, I was worried that the developers might ham it up a bit, but I guess we'll see. Alright, I'm a head out. Sorry. So this is a picture of a heart. Yes, I know, very insightful commentary. Okay, I don't really know exactly what to expect from this game. That joke was half bacon to wow. Pretty good, but wow, also. He who makes a beast of himself removes himself from the pain of being human. Dr. Samuel Johnson. You hope someone uses...
Daddy, please don't kill me.
Okay, we're going from 0 to 11 right away. Yeah, let me know if the audio balance is alright, by the way. Because this sounds pretty loud on my end. I hope someone uses a spirit box on us for our birthdays, Raven, so we can respawn old. Maybe very slightly too loud. Right, I'll tab out as soon as this scene ends. Because I am worried about breaking it. What if Epic eats the executable file again? That would be a real execution. I wonder if releasing a game like this on the Epic Game Store is like throwing pearls to swine. Right, well, there it is. The logo is very cool, though. I will say that. Alright. Your order is finally on the way, I see. Let me just... Okay, I'm gonna tab out. Let's hope the game doesn't destroy itself. Okay, I knocked it down a little bit. Now it has to recover itself. Okay, it can recover itself fairly well. Yes, physics. Physics? No, I guess not. Can I take that? I would like to take that. Okay, so interface and controls wise, it is very much like its predecessor. Oh, I was trying to crouch with C, because that's how it is in Phasmophobia, but in normal games you use control, of course, even if he kneels down in a very slow manner. I guess he's old, too. So yeah, not that many interactables, considering. I was expecting to be able to pick up all this stuff. Okay, I'll stop it now, I'm sorry. In my dreams, I see a man dressed in jaguar skins and feathered like a blooded saint. What came from the heart lubricated us. It crushed evil under its tread and liberated us all. The fetid heat of the jungle mirrored somewhere behind my forehead. Does this wording... It's not like it's incorrect or anything, but does this wording seem weird to anyone? My temple pounds, the blood boils in my skull. It feels as if there is something alive there. A rat gnawing through my brains, eating its way out into the world. Even the laudanum will not quell its endless hunger. I hear my children playing in the attic, but it fills me with terror, not love. What desperate thoughts are these? So also that was June 24th, 1899. Okay. So, I did play a lot of Amnesia back in the day, but you could say I forgot a lot of it. But seriously though, that was a good game, Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Daddy, Daddy, find us!
Right, so this is the main character's thoughts. I wake alone to a house in silence. That missing sound of children playing is like a dark and fecund sepulcher. I'm not imagining this, right? Have I gotten stupider since the last time I played a video game? Beckoning me to begin a descent to the loam where surely only bodies may be found. No matter, my children call and I shall answer. I will find them. Those are some old school words. Yes, I thought so. So old-fashioned. But no, I hadn't remapped the buttons yet in... Phasmophobia. So See, this is part of the joy of playing Amnesia. It's being an absolute man-child and throwing objects across the room. Thereby ruining the tension. Bathroom. I wonder if we can take a picture of dirty water in the sink. That's just you IRL when you get a work call that's not in your calendar. Understandable. See, I wasn't sure what to do about the graphic settings because on launch it mentioned it couldn't quite detect what my graphics card even was or what the proper settings for it were, which was very puzzling to me.
Papa, this way.
Okay. Catch, son. Ah, you threw it back. Thank you. Okay. Once more. Catch. Okay, it got stuck. Game ruined. Anyway, this is probably the way ahead, so let me just check the other doors. Oh no, this one is locked. I can't even interact with it. You know, there was something to be said for being able to interact with the door. I feel like the game was trying to... yeah.
I held your hand and watched the blood pool between your legs. You lived long enough to see Edwin, but not Enoch. I will take care of them, my love. I promise you this.
Alright, so the wife died in childbirth is what I'm getting here. Did he... That reminds me of the lamp I had in my room. Used to have. The bright green. Ah, yes. Okay, so this is probably the place to go. That was just a lore room. And I totally could have missed that, so it's good that I went in there. I wonder if the monsters are going to be especially big like in this one. Okay, see, this is a door I can interact with but not open. I like that more than a door you just can't interact with. Feels like it's just a prop instead of something that's part of the world. That is me when I get a work call, by the way. His reaction just now. Alright, last meeting. Alright, Magellan. See you in a bit. Hope the meeting isn't too bad. Don't laugh at me. Ow. Hit me straight in the head.
There's a bad man coming.
Am I the bad man? Oh, I think oh lord. Music box. Scary music box. It's kind of weird how selective it is with which objects are interactable and which aren't. This is a little hiding room for the kids. So I was starting a thought and then I didn't finish it. But what I was trying to say is perhaps this man, this father, started resenting his children because his wife died in childbirth. Edwin and Enoch's diary. October 11th, 1899. Daddy says there won't be a Christmas this year. He is much too busy. Nanny says we must not disturb him. He is ever so busy. He is gone for work before she wakes us, and often we are asleep before he returns. We found a bird in the garden with a broken wing. We gave it to Nanny, who said it was a filthy thing, and hid it with a rolling pin. Later, we crept downstairs to bury the body when everyone was asleep. There was a pig in the garden. We heard it snuffling about. Then Daddy came and said we had to come inside straight away. He was furious, but we think he'd been crying again. Hey, Captain, welcome to the stream. Indeed, it is time for a machine for pigs. You're going to enjoy it? Alright, I hope so. I hope so. Oh. Okay, I have acquired lantern. Dead rats. So lots of big sounds and lots of big masks all around here. Look at that face. Although I do like the colors of them, like the little patterns. Kinda cool, in a way. Lots of creaking noises. I will warn you that there will be plenty of 0 IQ moments on this stream. For example, me overlooking this obvious secret passage. Alright, Clive, enjoy your food.
We're hiding, Daddy.
Now, what you mean there is we're hiding, comma, Daddy. See, if you're hiding Daddy, then you'd be hiding me. Subtitles. Not to be petty about it or anything. Yeah, I keep hearing pig noises, so I'm just gonna get out of here. Yeah, I think I should pay more attention to my surroundings, like the little cradles moving about. That's scary. Let's see, don't expect Amnesia mechanics to be present much. The narrative was enough reason for you to play. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, I noticed actually how many objects are not interactable in this one. I guess that's fine though. As long as it's a good spooky story. Still moving back and forth a bit, but basically stopping when I approach. Creepy, creepy. Oh, and I can pick up Mr. Bear. Oh, the music was coming from there, alright. Fair enough. At least, is it coming from there? Okay, that weird, distorted crying. Not a fan. Like, the way that sound is being distorted is making me actually uneasy. So I'm just gonna get out of here. There we go. I can't read what that says, but it looks interesting. Whoops. Can I have chair? Okay, no, chair is clipped into table. This is what I get for my immature behavior, I guess. Okay, there we go. If I collect enough of these, will I be the chairman of the company? You could... Picking up chairs with one hand, like nobody's business, indeed. This guy is ripped. But yeah, never been a fan of the music box thing. It's kind of creepy. February 14th, 1899. Yes, he said, I know these runes. Oh, a hydrate. Let me get some water. Back to murder. Thank you and welcome to the stream. I'll be back in a moment. Oh, a double hydrate. Let me take another sip then. There we go. The double hydrate has been done. Which is good, because now I need to read words. And that has a way of destroying my throat. Yes, he said, I know these runes. He was a shabby fellow, all rotten with some malodorous disease. I got him looking at me strangely, as if what he really wanted to know was how I knew of them. As if what he really wanted to know was how I knew of them. Them. Biting back the temptation to box his ears for the impudence, I simply smiled and told him that my family's library contained intriguing travel books. The illiterate oaf did not understand that, of course. He agreed to lead us anyway. How very nice. Illiterate oaf. Wow. I have told the children, truly this will be an extraordinary adventure. If those old stones hold the financial benefits I predict, it will be merely the first of many. So our good friend here was on a journey to get some more cash. And who can blame him? Why can I not take this? Ah, yes. Sheep. Maybe if I count a few more, I'll fall asleep. This old house needs some maintenance. It says Biblia, which must be Bible, just a guess though. No, you're right, that is the Bible. I was just wishing I could take it with me. Okay, we can go down the stairs here, but there are other doors that we can't open, by the way. Okay, it definitely doesn't feel as open as the dark... Don't know what it is, but if you say Daddy like that, it sounds very ominous. Very creaky stairs. All the doors are locked.
You don't mind if I record this, do you? I find it most useful.
Ah, you have one of those wonderful Martinvilles. No, of course not, my dear fellow.
It's my own design, Professor, along with everything you see.
Most useful. You understand, of course, why the Ministry sent me. That they have concerns.
Concerns? Why did you cut the recording right before the actual answer? These guys do not know how interviews work. You're supposed to record the answer, not the question. Did I check for fingerprints? No, not yet. I think I forgot to bring my UV light, so the the lantern will have to do. Okay, this depicts a morbid scene. Yeah, the Phasmophobia architect approves of those stairs, indeed. Lots of creaking and cracking here. And lots of those pig masks. Did you believe that would startle me? Did they think they could fool me by playing tranquil music? And then play a loud noise? Because yes, they did scare me a little bit, but only a little bit. Like, only very moderately. It was more like surprised than scared. Okay, that's a door on the left, but it has these locks, so it can't open. Can I take the gun? Of course not. Look at this person sitting here, just in the most chill pose imaginable.
Hello?
Precious eagle cactus fruit. Help us.
Precious eagle cactus fruit. Well, this is one from earlier. Precious eagle cactus fruit. Trying to figure out if there's a meaning to that. Like, I was like, what if I take the first letter? But no. The bank is refusing credit. The ignorant swine. I sit alone at night and weep once the children and servants are safely asleep, when they cannot hear me. My darling, how I need you now. They say I have squandered my fortune, that my investment in these latest machines has ruined the family name. What? That I was to remain a local butcher? What are these two arms compared to the multitude that can be applied without pay, without tire, by adapting the mechanisms we find in the looms and the mills? But if the bank has its way, it will all come to nothing. If they come for the house, I swear I will kill them. I will kill them all. I will take my rifle. My rifle. Okay, so he was already not doing very well psychologically. He had these cool inventions, but the bank wasn't having it. Classic story. Of course, that was a very obvious clue, the rifle. Because you can even see, you know? Oh, was the stream dead? It also says 0 viewers, so I might have to ask people to refresh. It was, wow. That was not on my end, that was just Twitch dying again. Just gonna put it in the chat to be safe. In case some people haven't refreshed yet. Yeah, what I was about to say, the note says like the rifle. Now they also have these little scratches on the rifle, so I would have liked either just that or just this as the clue. But sure. I don't know what that did. Oh. Secret passage. Secret passage. Hey. You could say, I have a green light to continue. There was a kiddo walking through the hall there. Spooky. A well-deserved triple no. Hello again, Magellan. Clockwork and the soul. Replacement is dissatisfactory. So like a pump. Better the intestinal canal like a tapeworm already hosting intrusion and the breed. Brass better than copper, more resistant. Filaments sewn to bone hold. Sometimes when I read these notes, I feel like I'm having a stroke. It's like, what are all these old words? Marrow pipe removal with needle potential. Composite replacement straightforward. Tango, Alpha, Delta, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Will respond to electromagnetic inducement to increase yield rate. Serum provides accelerated resetting, resulting in naturalized movement within 2 to 3 days. Subject still requires severing of frontal lobes. Okay then. Lobotomy? You don't even know me. To reduce emotional distress upon reactivation. Darn. Darn this wretched soul. If only it were clockwork. Ooh, this is actually a painting. And now... Was that mask there before? I'm pretty sure that mask was not there before. Who's following me? Who's pranking me? Who's pranking me? Alright, bring out the hidden cameras, guys. I've been pranked. So give me one moment to tab out and refresh the Twitch dashboard, because I can't see the video feed on there anymore. Because Twitch broke. Twitch machine broke. Okay, it looks like the Twitch machine is no longer broke. Now let's hope the game recovers. I hope it auto-saves. I hope you don't actually have to save and exit to save. Yeah, so some of these windows are actually paintings on the other side. It has checkpoints, alright, that would be nice. Oh, that's how you close the door behind you. Interesting.
This dawning epoch, this age of reason, an empire grown fat, ripe for the bleeding.
That sounds like something a villain would say. It's kind of disturbing to be walking through this area normally and then to watch this. Be like, I wonder if someone was watching me through these earlier. Hey there, Chocobo Buttercup. Welcome to the stream. Alright, that opens that. It is a very cute name. Okay, this door was glowing. In Lily's honor, a banquet. 4 glassy orbs fixed upon a point in heaven. Wipe down your trousers, man. There is blood in this sweat, and it is most unseemly. Okay, I'm not sure what that loading screen message meant. I do know that my throat is slowly burning out for some reason. Guess it's just one of those days. Oh, right, yeah. You gotta love it when horror games do that, right? Tell you how you can run, even though there's no there's no reason to run yet. And thank you for the hydrate, Magellian. Let me take a sip right now. Cap, is that you? I'm having a hard time remembering. Might have amnesia. Hey, yo! Five oinks. Wow. Wow. You know, I made a few pig puns earlier, but I didn't think of the oink one. So for that one, you get the special... No. See it as a badge of honor. Also, more hydrate, so I guess I'll finish the rest of this cup. Oh, there's a bit of sugar at the bottom there. I have a tendency to reuse my coffee cup for water as well, but that sometimes leads to slightly coffee-like water. Should make a yes one to encourage wordplay. Yeah, actually, we have talked about potentially having a yes one. I'm very picky about puns. Yes. Yes, I am. Picky. Wow. See, Edwin and Enoch's diary, October 3rd, 1899. So this is back to 1899. Like the one where the guy was freaking out about the bank was a year before. Daddy says we're not allowed to play with the animals anymore. We were playing hide and seek with Cook and he came and shouted at us just as we were going to hide behind Mr. Grumpy Teddy. Cook says it's because of the guns in there, but he always lets us help polish them, so it can't be that. Anyway, that room is haunted. If you sneak around there at night, you can hear the ghosts in the walls behind the cases. They are often angry, or that's how it sounds. We think that's why you can hear them rattling their chains and slamming doors and things like that. We don't like it in there anyway. So was it actually the father looking at them from behind those windows, like spying on them? This seems like a very unhealthy relationship, what went on here. And of course, we are the father, or one would assume so.
This way, Papa. Come and see.
Papa? Yeah. Rattle. Scary piano.
Daddy.
Whoa, the subtitlers missed that one. Okay, the music makes it sound like I'm supposed to be running. Or at the very least supposed to be scared. But I don't really see what I'm scared of yet. It's also pretty dark, isn't it? This dog looks like it's been caught in the middle of some sort of horrendous act. Were you going to bite the child? Admit it. Admit it, you angry dog. Phasmo has numbed me to this spooky house, indeed. They can't scare me anymore. Got to me getting scared in a bit. Ah, yes. Nothing like a hallway to induce some dramatic instrumentation. You can't get used to Phasmo. It is pretty hard to get used to, but it can become routine after a while.
Mandus, do you know me?
Who are you? Where are my children?
Trapped, Mandus. Far below us. The machine is fouled. It is breached. It is flooded. The bulkheads are down. The children are engaged. If you help me, I can help you release them. Restore the power, Mandus. Drain the flooding and restart the great engines.
How? Where should I go? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, this is a very happy machine. Maybe. Oh, suddenly we're out and about in some kind of British town. It's incredible. Okay, wow. Wow. Doesn't actually look like we can do much here, though, unfortunately. It's nice to get a breath of fresh air. Maybe I should leave them open to indicate I've explored there. Okay, so that was weird. You want to frame your pun from yesterday of crucifixer-upper because you think you peaked at puns right then and there. It was a pretty good one, crucifixer-upper. Crucifix, wow. Wow. We were all on fire, indeed, indeed. We definitely came across some good ideas there. Oh, billiards.
I must say, my dear man, you look awful.
Yes, I seem to have picked up something rather nasty in Mexico.
I do understand what you've been through. A lesser man would have crumbled. Yet you have made all of this. Your great factory, your charities. It is a wonder for one man alone.
It will all be made clear, Professor. But first, a drink.
In these interviews so far, I gotten the notion that the guy isn't really listening. Like, okay, yes, a drink. 1 second. I'm gonna put my phone on the charger just to be safe. We did pun it up a lot, yes. Alright, we're back here. I will have you know I'm an expert at billiards. I know exactly how this game works. You see, you gotta knock the balls into the balls. And then, you know, they fly across the room and you get points. That's how it works. Yeah, you see, that was a triple combo. It's a technical term that only us billiards experts will have heard about. Right, so we're going around in circles, which makes me wonder if I've missed something important, or if I should just go to the left now. Like, I don't know when I should be looking for puzzles and when I should just be exploring, you see? They've warned me about unwanted attention, which worries me a bit. Want a hint? No thank you. I'll try to figure it out first, and then if I get really stuck, like really stuck, you can maybe try to guide me a bit, but I do need to run around for a bit first. I appreciate the offer though, it's just that I want to give it a fair shot first. You know how it is. Ah, yes. Taxidermy. Look at this bird. Very upset. Wait a minute. In some light it looks like it has its eyes open. Yeah, you see that? I think it's the light. But in some lighting it looks like it has its eyes closed and in some open. Also, this is a very adorable pig. Alright, another way out. Giant anteater. Hippopotamus. These guys are, I believe, fox hunting, perhaps. Very British. I can barely believe it. It's a grizzly bear. Okay, I think we may have just found our path. Ooh, spider. With how many rooms seem to be optional, I'm a bit worried that I'm missing out on cool story moments. Like, it's kind of cool in a way that you can just explore around and find a way to continue like that in an open area. But I just hope I haven't missed any cool lines or interesting lore. Can't be worrying about that though. Okay, I think we just activated that. Noises. Let's see. Oh, there's been a lot of so the main character occasionally writes down a note on his own observations in the story, so I haven't been reading those. I think this was right before we went to the attic. But they slept in the attic when they were babes in arms, and perhaps they have hidden there now. I remember I insisted upon it midway between my bedroom and my office. Where once we sat to weep Lily's passing, under weapons that cannot slay the angels to retrieve her from heaven. Look beyond the paintings, Oswald, where once you watched her bathe. Wow. The children must have discovered those secret places and taken refuge there. That voice on the telephone, he speaks as if he knows me, and indeed I seem to remember him. Like a twin pulled away from the other at birth, I feel we are entwined. Though I cannot conceive of how, I am a drowning man, grasping for the surface within my own house. Beneath me I know there are splendid architectures hidden in the dark. If only I can find the entrances. And after the party she took my arm and said, "But darling, however did you get from the trophy room to the guest bathroom so quickly? Everyone considers you quite a magician." My darling Lilibeth, my father's house has many rooms, and as for mine, well, it also has its secret chambers, which he indeed used to spy on his wife, which is very strange. I'm not really liking what we are uncovering about this guy so far. Perhaps it is a machine by pigs for pigs? Alright, well, we have opened the thing, which I think was required to do. Oh. I saw the children appear in a brief flash, but I don't think that was real. Come on, give me some water. Can't even hydrate in the game. December 20th, 1899. So we're very close to the year 1900 now. I am to have a visitor, the distinguished Professor A. He is come to ascertain my mental well-being after my prolonged absence from the club. But I am not stupid. He is here to spy for them. When they stalked the Ripper, he was often called to pontificate upon lacerations and missing organs. And now he comes to me to doff and wheedle, and my dear sir, but you must still grieve, and perhaps just a quick look at your engines, the triumph of age. He knows nothing of loss, nothing of sacrifice. But to refuse, that would simply poke the hornet's nest, invite a swarm of interlopers and thieves. I must entertain this buffoon and submit to his intrusion. Perhaps I should show him the tripery, see whether his stomach, so trained by rummaging in the innards of clumsily vivisected whores, is strong enough to stare into the real engines of this golden age. Of his golden age? I may even introduce him to Jack, or his sons at least. We have stronger locks in the windows now, and we bring their toys to them. Okay. Well, that explains why he was talking so distantly to the doctor man. He just sees him as an intruder, as a spy. I think we've encountered our first ghost, guys. Write it down in the journal. It's a poltergeist. Okay. Oh boy. What has science done? Can someone clip that? I can also just clip it afterwards, but if someone would clip that, that would be nice. Wow. Chair just went... Where did the chair go? Why do I get to have all the fun glitches? I don't know, it just happens. Okay, this is where I came from, so... That chair needs photoshopping into that one Skyrim clip with the swinging traps, yeah. Yeah, we've seen various weird clipping things going on now. Maybe you weren't throwing around chairs. Good point. I have been kind of immature about the chairs. Right, so this door looks like one we can actually open. In a chair, wow. I already made a chairman joke earlier, but that one is probably better. This one doesn't sit well with you. Wow. This is I should not tab out so much because I'm gonna make the game crash, but you're also getting a special no for this joke. I guess this is an instance of chairing into the abyss. Yeah, the journal did reveal that we had to do something about this bathroom, so... okay, I hope that's wine. A lot of wine. Alcoholism. What? Feels like we are revisiting the same areas, but they continually change under our noses. And so it is done, but... Okay, more dead rats. A broom. What are we expected to put in there? Perhaps something in this room. Maybe a pig, considering it's a machine for pigs. This place is a pigsty. Wow. Wow, I really need a stream deck button to do the no. Because I keep saying I'm not gonna tab out, and then I want to tab out for... to give the joke its due by giving it a... proper no, but... Considering this game just ate the exe file when I started it earlier... I want to be a bit on the side of caution. But yes, it is a pigsty, actually. Alright, so this has been activated. And what is this? Maybe this is just here for lore? To let us know something was thrown in here. A corpse, most likely. I'm going to assume that rotating this was all we needed to do here and that we can go out now. But if not, we'll have to return to this room. Oh yeah, something is definitely changing here. Oh, the door.
Hands are bleeding, raw. I scrub and scrub, but the smell will not lift. How can I hold my children with these hands now? How can I kiss them goodnight with lips that have issued such instruction?
Alright. So our main character here is being chased by guilt. The question is, what did he do? And why is it amnesia? So in the first game it was a similar thing, right? Where the main character had some involvement in what went on, but he took Daniel, what's his name? He took something to forget about it. Hence amnesia. Wait, there was something in this. There is something in this. Okay. There was absolutely something like a corpse or a dead animal in here when I looked through, right? I didn't imagine that, right? This game is trying to drive me crazy. Oh, look at that texture. You know, what tool would a pig use to make a machine? A hammer, perhaps? Or a corkscrew? Because of the tail, you know? Oh, right. I need to be more careful. You know, this is a how to ban streamer. You can't ban me from my channel. Haha. You accidentally typed that here instead of Google. Yeah. Now I know your plan. Okay. Old Sally in the doll's cottager. Do I need to how to ban self? So do I need to do this in an accent? Like, I wish I knew to the tone of which song this was, but oh, she come a snuffling by night round your door, with a pretty apron right down to the hoof, and her ringlets are fair, and her eyes china blue, like a half-buried hand in the wintry snow. Oh, like a hand in the wintry snow. And she'll beg you for apples through the window ajar. Her face be all hidden, but her eyes shine a flame, and though you'll be tempted, her bosom so fair, she'll snatch you and catch you and eat out your heart. Oh, she'll catch you and eat out your heart. What am I even supposed to say about a thing like this? So look to your manners. Come the I don't even in the wintry snow, indeed. So look to your manners, come the eve of the year, lest Sally comes calling for apples, my dear. And know that some doors ne'er should open wide. Take heed of your father and keep safe inside. Disobedient children will make Sally her pies, oh, and warm Sally's beastly insides. Alright, so through the layers and layers of old-timey nonsense and shenanigans, what this is basically saying is that old Sally is some sort of monster. Right? She's some kind of, mythical creature? Mythical monster, I guess? Well, we know about this now, but what do we gain from it? Also, I'm not quite sure what the IC is in response to, because I was too distracted by the whole Sally story here. So much creaking. The entire thing. Fair enough. But did you like my accent, though? Well, we found out about Sally, but so far the journals have said something about what to do next. So the question is Sally one of those taxidermied beasts? And if so, is the way to progress inside one of those beasts? Like that's what my galaxy brain is telling me right now. Distant footsteps. Did I just walk in a big old circle? No, right?
I am off to market. I will cry all the way home. I will have none. I will have none at all.
Freezing temperatures. Looks like it, yeah. Ghost riding, definitely, definitely. I think I might have gotten some spirit box back there too. That little piggy went to market. Wow. Oh! You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that journal was meant to clue us into the idea that you could push this aside. Right? Do you guys think that too? I probably already discovered this before I got the clue. If the pig was a Greek god, would it drink ambrosia? Probably not. Oh, right. Thank you for the hydrate, Megalion. Let me quickly get some extra water. While we hopefully don't die in this machine room. Alright, the water has been acquired. Thank you, Magellan, for the hydrate. Wouldn't want me to get too dehydrated.
He's coming. Come on, Daddy. It's this way.
Oh, right, Captain. I will check the journal more. I keep forgetting about the fact that it even exists. Yeah, because this one literally, the title of this one literally tells where those two things were. One behind the bear and one behind the bathtub. A curious discovery. Metal ticking as it cools and contracts. This must be the strange machine my new friend told me of. If my children discover this place, it is entirely conceivable they strayed downwards, delighted in their discovery. Very well, it seems my route is predestined. The descent begins. The dark descent. Truly, the real amnesia was the friends we made along the way. This place seems somewhat lived in. Screaming pigs. I'm not sure if I've heard them scream in real life ever, but I'm told that it is one of the more disturbing noises an animal makes, is the screaming of a pig. Maybe because it is somewhat close to human, but not really human. This is a completely random.
Come and see, Papa. We found an egg. A stone egg.
Excellent. Now we can do eggs and ham. Don't worry, you're going to hear plenty of screams. Oh, good. That's very encouraging. Thank you. Wouldn't it be something if game over appeared now? Against the rising waters, planted the fingernails in flower pots all along the river when it's dark, so the sun could hatch them. All the world is an egg, he reasoned. We will grow hands now. You listen to a podcast about this girl that got attacked by a raccoon? Just look up raccoon scream in your free time. It's horrifying. Maybe I'll go vegan after this? It's possible, but I wouldn't count on it. Are you sure you want to look up the raccoon scream, Captain? Let me know how scary it is. There are definitely animals that make unpleasant sounds. I realize now that my fear of dirt stems from the disease I contracted climbing those lost jungle temples. It is as if those clean places, so free of humanity's filth, imprinted upon my soul and left it fragile to what I find here. Fear is what keeps us all in our places. And the fear of the flesh, the ruin of the flesh, is the greatest of them all. I am sickened, I am ruined, but I will build such machines to contain this plague and heal us all. A new century is upon us. So there's a lot of stuff about industrialization here, I feel. And perhaps the plague. We've seen the rats.
Come on, slow coach. It's this way.
Slow coach. That's not a word, you made that up. Slow coach. Was it a trick? That voice on the phone, who seems so close to my own, who seems to know me so well. Does he lead me for a nefarious purpose of his own secret devising? But do I have a choice? Even though his motives are unknown to me, I must find my boys. I will follow the machinery down to the very core of the earth. It will lead me to Edwin and Enoch. Slow coach is actually quite common here, when directed at children, that is. I see. Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard it before. It's something a bit strange, but not that scary. Alright, now I'll have to hear it soon. Hello there, mysterious benefactor.
The shaking ground you feel is our attempts to clear the floodwaters. Treachery, Mandus. We were undone. Your children are trapped by this act. You must find them before it is too late.
What do you need me to do? How can I find them?
Always deeper, Mandus. Through the piston room and into the tunnels. Then find the bilge and flush the rotten water. I will help you where I can. But you must be swift, my little friend.
My little friend? The sketch meter is increasing rapidly on this phone person. Oh wow. Final Fantasy X-A. I didn't know they made one of those. Yeah, excuse me while I struggle to open doors. Okay. So there have been a couple of loud noises, but nothing really... I think the scariest thing so far was the big man... I had just barely started talking about scary things, and then that happens. So the only real scary things that have happened so far are that mask that appeared, and then the blood on the floor, and then the barrel here. I guess it's not that scary, honestly. It just interrupted me while I was thinking. But yeah, nothing overly scary so far, but we're only just getting started. You ever let wine go so bad that it starts knocking on the barrel? The saboteur has been this way. Intriguing, the gates are far too heavy for a man to lift and are instead hoisted aloft by a chain coiled about a tube that appears to be spun by motors connected to these electrical switches. That was kind of a long sentence. Whilst the fuse is blown, the motor cannot be spun and the gates will remain an impenetrable barrier to progress. So we need to find a new fuse or repair this one. I think it's the scream plus being chased by it in broad daylight that is terrifying. Yeah, I can imagine that. Just a feeling of, like, imagine walking around on a perfectly quiet day and then hearing an unnatural sounding scream. So, this is only vaguely related, but there was one time I was out on the mail route and a machine started making like a scraping noise across the concrete, a really loud scraping noise. And for the briefest moment, my mind registered it as a blood-curdling scream. And I quickly corrected to realizing it was just concrete scraping, yet I felt uneasy for like the rest of that whole day. Just because, for a brief moment, that sounded like someone dying or something. It's all about what you hear, not just what you hear, but when and where you hear it, I guess. Yeah, thank your lizard brain for the scare, indeed. Okay, we have rotated the thing. What? What? What exactly am I doing here? The light barely helps. But it was turned to the left, so turning it to the right should be the right call. You hope it turns out the pigs just work here and don't go into the machine. That would be nice, yeah. Just a couple of happy ham-ployees, am I right? It's just part-time pork for them. Pigs cage? EU? Okay then. Gammon now, you can do better than that. Wow. That is a pretty good one. Right, so... I'm guessing I need a better fuse then. But this puzzle is just refusing to be solved. Actually, it was quite easy. We just had to put Final Fantasy X-A in there. I also can't interact with it anymore, so I'm guessing that's all solved, all ready to go. Okay, crying in the distance, not my favorite. There's so many of these here, too. I will say, I appreciate that the game doesn't spoon feed you everything. It's really taking a hands-off approach. Alright. This is a dead end now. My face when I start the game on the Epic Game Store and you still get Steam. Right, this is where we went first, so let's go. Oh, okay, this is open now. That's good to know. I just had to retrace our steps. You know,
Bandaged feet and eyes. Small bones in the orchard. I have carried this world on my back with its legs about me. Damn this wretched soul. I am given birth to nothing but machinery.
alright then. Oh, do I now need to go to that other room and lift the thing up or lower it down? If that's it, the puzzles thus far aren't that difficult. You know what I miss? I miss the fact that you had sanity in the original game, that you could recover it by solving puzzles. You got this blue flash with the gentle piano music. I love that. Alright, yes, there they come, barreling down. Alright, so I let the barrels roll down here. I feel like they should have broken this wall or something. Maybe we should repeat the process one more time. Raise up the thing again. Put in more barrels. Maybe that'll do the trick. We can still interact here, so one would assume that might be something we need to do. That barrel is kind of unmotivated, isn't it? Okay, so can we can we activate this again? We cannot. So what was the whole process with the barrels for then? I hope I haven't glitched something here. Because it is kind of dark, I worry sometimes that there's something really obvious I'm just not seeing due to the darkness. What if we lower it down a bit more again? I mean, it's not like there can be more barrels put on it, right? Well, let's try and put it on a different level anyway. Sometimes those barrels are just like blub. They like blub at me. Yeah, there we go. You see? Blub. For this game, you increase your gamma value, but you believe you messed it up. It messed up your monitor outside the game. You have to calibrate the colors again to get it fixed. Wow. Honestly, I wonder if I should increase the brightness a bit here. It's still plenty dark, even with a little additional gamma. Hopefully I won't have to recalibrate my thing. Okay, I need to at least be able to see what the puzzle is doing, right? Like, if I can't see the moving pieces, then I can't figure it out. Let's see, how did I do it the first time? I think it was somewhere in the middle. In the middle like this. The crying is very distracting. Oh, that's a good point. I think I've just seen the one captain of the electrical machines. I'm gonna have a quick look around to see if I missed one, because there are a lot of fuses, so you do raise a good point. Yeah, just smash it on the ground. I got this one. This door is locked. Well, it's not locked, but it's blocked, rather. Okay, let me see if I can find another one. Nah, it's fine. It's good that you're asking, at least, so I can have a quick look around for that thing. Because, yeah, there are a lot of fuses around here. Yeah, that's my my main goal, is to try to get to the other side of that room. Question is how I can even get there. Maybe it's actually down here and I'm just overlooking it. Bird brand. My favorite brand. And these are machines, but they don't look like they have anything to insert. This is a door, but it looks very closed. Oh, I can just climb up here. Unless I'm... Okay, I thought for a moment there I was permanently stuck. Can I just climb up here? Is it that simple? It seems to be that simple. Alright, and now we need one more of those electrical thingies. Which I saved up. Here it is. Oh, there might have been one near the machine, but I just decided to go back for this one. Always the least efficient solution for me. Okay, I can at least run while holding it. That's good. The one in the machine was already fine. I didn't even need to... Okay. Okay, that was very silly. Well, I have so many of those fuses around here, I'm not gonna use any of them. Or just the one. Okay, there's definitely something, a scratching behind this door. But I can't interact with this. Like, I would think, you know, considering the way it's angled, I could drive this into the door and open it that way. This machine is on, so perhaps that has opened up something new for us. Ow. That's the first time I got hurt in the game. Can't I pull the plank off the hinges? It doesn't look like it's interactable. I'm trying, but it isn't turning into a hand. I think this might just be part of the door. Yeah, that's probably a door like that later down the line. What they probably opened is this, right? Yep. Oh yeah, that's true. The block door is like a single, smaller door. Now this barrel has some real rhythm. Okay, and the path branches. But this is closed, so this will probably require another machine to open. A machine for pigs. Okay, this one. You know, game. Eventually you're gonna have to make good on all the scary noises you're doing, right? I wonder if there's gonna be one of those little charger things. Okay, here it is. There it is. Okay, there was something there. Oh, did that got closed. Should I be following this? Is this really a smart idea? No, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh yeah, the captain has been working with the 3D printer. It'll be, yeah, you should feel free to share it on the Discord or wherever you want. Maybe I should have brought the charging electricity thingamabob with me here, because now I'm gonna have to walk all the way around with it. Kind of a bother, but I guess there's no other choice but to do it. At least the lantern can't run out of oil. We are in the age of electricity now. Ah yes, this is another one of those texts where I'm going to be very confused. Von Reichenbach writes of the Odic Force, whilst that ignorant charlatan Blavatsky pontificated upon the soul. They are both cretins. To think one could strive for such great heights without first wading through the puke and inert, without standing upon an architecture of bones. Montezuma was the wiser, but here in our temples of steel I have witnessed the severed head of a man, recently trampled to death by a runaway carriage, immersed in a solution of the Brennenburg compound upon his eyes, and cry, "Oh, where are my legs, sir? Where is my body? We are breaking through the barriers of death itself. Oh, my dead darling Lily, it is too late for you, but I promise you this. I will save our children from death, and if need be, I will wrench them back from the blackness with this wonderful concoction." I mean, I don't know if that guy was happy to be brought back. Based on the fact that he, you know, was just ahead. Aryan audiobooks, yeah. I don't know if I could be a good audiobook reader, though. I don't know if I have the voice for it, but mostly I would just have to clear my throat so much. Be like, Aryan clears his throat for 20 minutes. With some reading included. Anyway, have I just ruined this puzzle? Have I just ruined this puzzle for myself by taking that chargy electricity thingy fuse, that's the word, fuse, with me behind this door, because it got locked behind me. So now I have no fuse. Hey there, VR son of the 10. What, did you try, if you're not a spam bot, can you say something? Like, if you were just trying to post a clip or something funny, that's fine. But if you're trying to post spam, then Nightbot will hunt you down. Okay, here's another one of those. I guess they had a... They have a solution for if you're actually stupid enough to take a fuse with you behind that and then leave it there. That's good. Yeah, I'm just asking because the name doesn't seem that spam bot-y, but... Yeah, Nightbot doesn't like it if you post links without permission. And yet again I see a running child. Another confounded fuse box. The fellow is thorough in his sabotage, if somewhat repetitive. The stench from these barrels is quite discomforting. I would certainly hope that whatever chemistry this room is designed to store is not a defining feature of the flood that threatens my children. It seems this chemical processor is merely part of a much larger complex. No easy route for me then. I will follow my fever, the calls of my children wherever they may lead me as I move further into this strange empire.
Follow us, Papa. We know the way.
Yes, my children, lead the way. Okay, should I...
Hold still, for God's sake, hold still, child. Don't let it get into your eyes. I'm gonna rinse it out now. There. It will be fine. You just need to lie down. Enoch, look to your brother. How many times have I told you not to play in the cellar?
Is what we're getting here some kind of classic irony? This guy engaged in all sorts of horrific experiments and things to undo death, only for his kids to die from his immoral experiments. Another fine example of the ends not only not justifying the means, but in fact also ruining the ends themselves. That was meant to be some kind of galaxy-brained philosophical thing, but it ended up being a mess. You know what I mean, though. In trying so hard not to lose his kids, he lost them. That's what I'm trying to say. In so many words. Oh, portal. Okay. Are we
I told you he'd come.
Are we in aperture science now? Let me just check if there's anything here. Nothing here, alright. Very, steampunky. Alright then, off I go. Okay. All this to open a door? I thought we were going down the elevator here. Okay, yeah, probably shouldn't focus on that. And once again, it seems this project has been greenlit. The collar, the neck, the noose. From the window we could see almost to the docks where they were still pulling hair out of the gratings. God knows what it's about to... Okay, this is one of those instances where they should have a comma. God knows what it's about, comma, says the paperboy. The talk is of murder. Alright, we have reached a new area. You know what that means?
I have such visions. and you harvest the crust from my eyes. Make me clean, Mandus, that my thoughts and words can unfouled be.
Okay, that's weird. I've never had someone ask me to harvest the crust from their eyes, but there you go. I guess there's a first time for everything. You'll notice how these big heads are set up. They are set up so they're always looking at you when you enter the room. Which means someone is definitely going ahead of us and doing this, or maybe going after us as well. Alright, that makes me feel really uncomfortable. Can we turn this racket off? Nope. It doesn't look like we can turn it off, unfortunately. Teeth and glasses. Do we really want to know the contents of these other ones? August 22nd, 1899. In America, they talk of building their cities to the skies. To me this seems folly, but perhaps it is simply a case of a nation founded without a history of its own. We walk upon our histories. They are compacted into the very loam beneath our feet. The engineers we employ talked of this. They talked of how, when building the underground trains, they would often come across older tunnels crisscrossing the capital. What palaces lie buried beneath us? We are digging, excavating, and reappropriating what we find. At the center of the planet, my architect tells me there is a great iron ball. It is the egg of the world. Huh. The egg of the world, huh? The concept of a planet as an egg for some cosmic being has been used in some instances. I don't think that's what they're going for here, but that's what it reminds me of. Like vaguely Lovecraftian. I'm progressing very nicely. Thank you. I thought I was doing alright. I got a bit stuck in that last area, but now it's going alright. October 11th, 1899. We integrate the very latest knowledge of chemistry, using low levels of a laudanum derivative in feed to subdue the product even before the initiation of the process. This means that when we drag them from holding pens onto the line, they are less likely to panic and damage machine components, or the products, or themselves. This section of the belt is sheathed in rubber and well lit to maintain good spirits, and we have actually found that the intelligent placement of gramophones and simple acoustic amplification tubes around the line means we can use music to further soothe the product. We find Debussy particularly effective in this regard. Claire de Lune? Oh man, I can't look at Claire de Lune the same way after playing a certain video game that I won't tell you, because spoilers. Warning, fueling pumps. Volatile chemicals are in use. These materials are highly corrosive. Wear protection. These piles of dead rats are very common. I'm being very disrespectful to this pig, I'm sorry. I can move on, but let me check this room a bit more first. Lots of dead pigs. Poor pigs. I'm guessing I need to return here with something. The factory offices. All the suggestions of a lark... merely a lark, sir. Merely a lark. Wow. My mind is just imploding. All the suggestions of a large workforce, yet no actual signs of life. I sometimes miss the icon, but I do know that's what they use to indicate. It is every bit as if someone has attempted to carefully create the illusion of a working factory complex, yet this facade, when examined closely, is clearly just a falsification. But I must put aside my anxieties, quell the unease that pits my stomach, and continue on my path. It appears to be some kind of fueling station. I have seen automobiles demonstrated at Mr. Yarham and Mr. Simmons' works, but the smell here is all wrong. This is not petroleum, of that I'm sure. Everything suggests to me that this machine must be significant in some way. Indeed. It's probably where... This is probably what we need to do to progress. It's interesting that they had a hint for attracting unwanted attention very early in the game, but we have encountered no hostile NPCs yet. None. I looked him straight in the eye, but he didn't tell me anything. Calling the pork lease now? Wow. Wow, the pork lease. Hopefully I didn't just break the game. Ooh. Looks like we could possibly get up there. If this were Amnesia original, they would want us to stack boxes to go up here, but I think we can just kind of go in here normally now. But should we go out here yet? Let me look around first. Yeah, see, this is good. This is an optional room. September 28th, 1899. Imagine, they say, a machine one day that might think like a man. As if this is to be desired. One might almost boast of creating a man who breathes like a pig. Men and women upon all fours, rotting careless. Okay. Let's keep it tasteful on the stream, why don't we? I was just scanning that log and I was like, oh, well, I am seeing various words that I do not want to read aloud right now. Rated P for pig, indeed. The church is connected to the plant. How odd. However, it does suggest another route into the main part of the facility, given the locked doors around the fueling station. The truck blocks my way, however, almost as if the saboteur knew that I might consider this alternative entrance.
Come on, Papa. Let's climb this one. I can see more pictures at the top.
Papa. Dunstan. St. Dunstan's Church. Oh, this opens, or it would. Were it not blocked by a few... By this? Okay, the truck. Wow. You know, this guy... You know what I would do? I would kind of squeeze myself in here and open this. Like, it's narrow, but you could push yourself through there. You're human, so you're made of organic bits. You can kind of squish through. Also, there's a letter here. Delivery schedule. How in blazes are we supposed to meet these darned schedules if even the basic equipment we are provided with simply will not perform its designated function? These cursed newfangled trucks will only run a fraction of the distance my old nag managed before running out of stinking gasoline. The gaffer says it's fine and there's plenty of pumps to refill them outside the factory walls, but you end up dragging a blessed tank from the truck to the nearest one to refill it, and the one in the storeroom is empty again. I can't be turning that crank handle all day only to find the tank is empty. Well, sod it, says I. Enough for a night, and to my bed I go. It's not like anyone needs access to the bleeding graveyard anyway. Harry, if you get this, I'll meet you in the Damson Templar for a jar. Why would anyone want to go to the graveyard at this hour, right? Anyway, so we need that fuel to open this, to move this truck. Hinty hint hint, indeed. Let me just look around here first and then we'll return to that machine. This canister looks as if it may fit the fuel pump I saw earlier. It certainly carries the same fetid, unholy reek. I will not think of that which I saw pass me in its cage. I will not gaze again into that dark machine room. A more immediate task presents itself, and the opportunity perhaps to gain access to St. Dunstan's. Hey Tiago, welcome to the stream. Yep, we're doing more spooky games. I made your day? I'm glad to hear it. You like this game? Have you played this one? What's your favorite? You like the second one? I played Amnesia: The Dark Descent and I just kinda left it be for a really long time. But now I'm excited to finally play it. I'm glad you like it too. Yeah, that's what the guy said over the phone. Make me clean, Mandus. Kinda scary. Oink, oink. Have I played Soma? Yes, indeed I have. I thought it was a good game, but it's a different kind of horror. It's very, existential is the best word for it, I believe. Less boo scary and more uncomfortable questions about life. Yeah, you should definitely give it a try. You don't like the third one, Tiago? That's okay. I'll still give it a look. Gotta give it all a try. Oh yeah, you're still playing that, and I will still play it too. So. All right. Fuel. Just keep doing it. Nothing is here unless I say there is. Oh, I just realized volatile chemicals, right? So, do we need to run? I think we need to run. How volatile? Can I jump with these in hand? Okay, it's not Castlevania 64. I can jump with these in hand. It seemed like it might be time for the spooky thing to happen there, but... Oh, hey there, Pig Mask. Everybody gangsta until the piggy goes... Wee! Indeed. Also, that was my best pig scream. I hope it was accurate. Alright. Progress acquired. Now we have to cross a graveyard.
This way, Papa. Come and see. Will it hatch? Can we take it home?
Yes, my darlings. Of course we can take it home.
Yeah, graveyards are always bad news, especially in horror games, but in general. Illuminati, yeah, it looks a bit like that, doesn't it? Insert the X-Files theme here. There, I didn't whistle it into the microphone, so hopefully that wasn't too bad. Attend the mass, I guess, if I can. Okay, there we go. But this door is kind of weird. Ghost Runner. Okay, new area. Livestock and Bibles. Higgledy-piggledy, blue china eyes, my love comes to me in the fairest disguise. We skip some each other's. Okay. I'm not gonna read the rest of one. I'm not gonna read the rest of that. You probably know why. I like Cyberpunk Ninja. Alright, I think I've heard of it, but I'll have to look into it. Ghost Runner, huh? What is it with all these really vulgar poems we get on the loading screen, though? I see all the doors are already open. Ghost Runner is fantastic? Okay. Well, I'll be interested to check it out at some point, then. Getting more and more worried to even pick up these notes for fear of what it might say next. Twin candles bend to the will of the central saint, casting their light through the corners of the chapel. Father Jeremiah. I'm not sure if this is Irish, what I just became, but Father Jeremiah. I thought. You know why that keeps going wrong? Because they have missing commas here. Father Jeremiah, I thought could be trusted with the secret, but he is like all of the others, so the old priest has gone to the holding pens with his flock. He says he will enter into our world with them, a shepherd indeed. Music plus weed plus coffee. For me, it's just music plus coffee, but I can imagine. Ah, yes. Chair. Another Bible. I guess you would find Bibles in a church. Manda should go to English school again. Comma training, indeed. Right, there's one room explored and it was optional. It's always a bit of checking out which ones are the way to go and which ones are the way back. You are learning English for a diploma, I see. I think I might have forgotten what your first language is. You might have mentioned it, but I have goldfish brain, unfortunately. Oh, how nice! Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is sacrilegious. You don't do this. Your native is Portuguese? Alright, cool. Oh, do they just go off again after a while? Oh, we need an additional candle here. Or not. There's almost a bit of a musical, but a musical tone to this, isn't it? You pronounce Aryan as Aryan. With a soft J, so not an English J, but just a Y. Aryan. Yeah, that's close-ish. Yours is like Tiago. Alright, I think that's right then. Tiago, am I saying that correctly? Correct? Okay, good, good. I wonder if the candlestick we need is on one of these chairs then. Or pews, rather, is what they're called. Pews. Pew, pew. Candles here. You You know, there was a clue, but I wasn't sure if it was relevant to us yet. I guess I should check it out. Okay. Dear sweet lord of all that is good and holy, I must make my escape, grasp this container and its putrid contents, and flee this place before that creature, that nearly man, returns. I will head for the church. Surely such an abomination could not follow into hallowed ground. It's not South African, it's Dutch, but very close. Languages are basically related. We sat here, I remember, we sat in our black and we mourned and we prayed and we bowed our heads. How I hated God then, how I spurned him. If this is our Lord, this pig who robs me of my wife, then I refute his embrace. Wow. Wow, guy. So he wanted to carve a new god? Okay, well at least he realized it wasn't a good idea. Such madness, such a fool I was. If such blasphemous ravens had remained within me, I would be doomed. But even here I feel the machine throb beneath the flags. I know my path awaits me. I am Dutch, yes. Netherlandish. A cryptic clue, some kind of mechanism, a secret and infernal one, no doubt. The missing candlestick is clearly the answer, but why? This I cannot fathom. Why hide secret machines in the place of prayer? Koning Arjen Orange. Something like that. And where are the faithful? Why are there drag marks about the altar as if someone was pulled away? At Willemus. Wow. I feel so Dutch right now. I'm about to sing the anthem, but I probably shouldn't. Don't have a good singing voice. We are all clones of Willem of Nassau. This is true. All Dutch people are directly descended from him. This is accurate information. We also all ride bicycles. Okay, I think this is the answer to the puzzle, but let's just... Father Jeremiah's journal. October 1st, 1899. They flock to us now, where once I had to walk amongst them to bring salvation into their lives. Now drawn by warmth in winter, by the food that Mendes distributes, my church is full and my charges are saved. He walks amongst them and they almost worship him. He will not allow them to work in his factories, claiming that his workforce are specially trained for the new machinery he uses, and that it would be irresponsible, nay unethical, to risk such precious lives as he sees here. I mean, you all are bicycles. Magallian, that's a secret. That's a secret. Spain, and I'm sure Spain is our BFF, exactly. We have quite a history with many European countries, though. A changed man since Mexico. It is to be praised that in the face of such appalling tragedy, and from the confines of his sickbed as he is often chained to, he conducts one of the greatest and most benevolent charities in all of London. Not content with the rise to become the dominant food produce business in the land, he distributes his goodwill, his fares, to the poor, and they congregate about his kingdom in gratitude. Dutch Transformers, yes. It's kind of lame to transform into a bicycle, though. Anyway, this seems like a big old fall from grace for Mendes here. Personally not too into football. Like when the championships happen, I'm usually gonna follow it just to see. Ajax, Amsterdam, yeah, no, it's not really my thing. But no judgment on people who enjoy it. Everyone has their interests. Okay, it would be nice if the game told me told me what that meant. Okay, I guess the door opened. Oh, okay. So yeah, This guy once did a lot of good, but you want to visit Holland? It's a nice place to be, although, of course, what with the corona times, travel is a bit impractical. But yeah, absolutely, you should stop by at some point once everything has resolved itself a bit. Lots of really beautiful places to visit here. You know, culturally rich cities, beautiful nature. Eindhoven and Amsterdam are good places, yeah. Weedland. I mean, just because it's like fairly legal, that doesn't mean it's weedland, you know. But it depends on what you want to be here for, right? Infernal machinery. The engine fires, the flames are stoked. I hear steam in the walls, vibrations upon the very air. My heart falters at the prospect of throwing the lever and exposing the workings of this dark contraption, but my children beckon me and I cannot fail them. McGillians, I thought it was assumed that you were invited. Of course. You are obviously invited. Gek event. Wow. That's like crazy guy or crazy dude. Oh. Okay. He says no, but I already translated it. A hellish portal. Danke. That's German. Are you saying German and Dutch are the same? Captain, ban this man. No, don't. It's a joke. It's a joke. Wow. Captain, I know you're a mod, but this type of language on my stream, really? It appears I have no choice. Thus I descend, and may God have mercy upon my soul. If this is my bedlam, and I am to be cast as Matthews, then I will wear that mantle for the sake of my boys, and face whatever horrors lie beneath the altar. No, it's not really sexual. Arians Phasmo, always laden. Always laden, yes. We are once again in I thought we were in Great Britain, but actually this is the Netherlands. Alright, so let's sit in the corner right now and let's talk a bit about the character. So he mentioned that his crisis of faith was over, right? But the whole pigs set up in the church there in that act of sacrilege makes me wonder.
Listen, Papa. Hold the egg to your ear. You can hear the sea.
Phasmophobia is indeed the fear of ghosts. It's a pretty mundane title for such a scary game, honestly. You have a friend that sucks at geography. I was always kind of bad at geography. I could barely remember the 12 provinces of this country. You thought Maastricht was in Germany? Oh. Well, the two countries are pretty close. But the two countries are pretty close together, so. These final thoughts. What exhumation is this? What rotten fruit? What bestitching of parts? I doubt I will ever be found, yet I leave you this, scrawled in the malodorous half-light, whilst my tormentor shuffles below, my fellow prisoners keen and squeal in the gloam, and where I wait for the knocking upon my cage that signifies it is, finally, my turn to make that dark journey into the interior. Crying. Maastricht is near Germany. We Dutchers don't consider it part of the Netherlands anyway. It's basically buitenland. Because it has hills. Yeah, I mean, imagine the country not being flat. What a strange and quaint idea. Like, if there's any elevation, it's not Dutch, let's be honest here. André Rieu, right. Interesting. We were just talking about other languages. Is it Russian? I don't know, actually. André Rieu. That doesn't sound very flattering, though, does it? Okay, that was English. Thanks for the final word in English there, my dude. And that same pile of 3 dead rats. Alright. I think it's about time we ended here. No. Nah, it's not that scary. It's just a little piggy wiggy. The flickering light is a bit annoying though. Apex, I haven't played that. This just seems inefficient. You thought there were no spooks, eh? Mistake. I mean, so far we haven't really encountered anything hostile that's actually, you know, dangerous. I have been hurt exactly once in this game, and that was by jumping from too high a place. I'm also befuddled by the fact that they even put fall damage into this game at all at this point. Sing my anthem, be patriotic? No, not right now. I'm too scared to be patriotic. Plus, this is Great Britain, it's enemy territory. Alright, that was a noise. I'm just waiting for something to grab me from one of these cages. Oh, hey there. Okay, so this is an enemy, and it actually attacks. Patriotic, wow. By the ham's early light. Fall damage is proof of HP system present. Designers will probably use it for something else. That is definitely the truth. So the pig man is still hanging around here. Oh, right. They did mention, you know, that hint about attracting unwanted attention was so old that I completely forgot about it. But you're absolutely right. And this is actually probably a really good hiding place. But also I can't see a darn thing. Alright, area complete. And so to the stoking. Pulling cogwheels now sneezed into his kerchief when the dust got into his eyes. Had begun to change more rapidly now, he surmised. Layers of Fear. You know what the sad thing is, Tiago? I actually watched someone do a playthrough of that. Really, like, in retrospect, that's the kind of game I should have played. But, yeah. Follow the lights. Indeed, indeed. But maybe, it has been a really long time since I saw it, so maybe I will stream it at some point. It depends on how many people are interested as well. You got it for free on the Epic Store? Nice. I think I got it from a Humble Bundle at some point, so I have it on Steam. Another cart full of pigs. But yeah, it's very visually impressive. I would say, in terms of presentation, ahead of this. But in terms of gameplay, very basic. Like, definitely not more complex. Another truck fueling station, huh? One would assume we're going to use it then. You have to go? Alright, Tiago. Thank you so much for stopping by and have a good day. Work time? Alright. I hope your work is enjoyable today, or at least bearable, and I will talk to you later. Have a good one. It's interesting. This is a bit of a quiet moment. This is good design. We just had that chase with the coning. Right.
Water in his shoes. Always the water, and the sparks of the embers of the wheels. It's too bony! It's too damn bony!
Bony M? Was gezellig. Volgende keer bij mij thuis. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Right. Mandisco Meat Processing Factory, Anno 1828. Right, so we need to remember to perhaps bring one of those fuel tanks back there and use it on the car, on the truck. That'll be our main goal then. Honestly, the part with the pig patrolling the cellar was terrifying for you. Maybe you should have barged your way in like I did. On the one hand, that is a good way not to get scared, but I will admit maybe I'm not giving the game a fair chance by just being like, ha ha ha. You know, maybe I should have tried to be a bit more cautious and really hide around like I did before. Because I just ran out of the room, then stormed back in. Ran past him and went to the end. Maybe I didn't give the game its proper dues by doing that, so I don't know if it was the right thing to do. Alright, another recording.
These men, Professor, these so-called men of vision, they would shackle the masses to a wheel and turn it till their backs break. All for that opiate, the lure of profit. These fools who lackey them, these priests, these officials, this government.
Government.
But what solution, my dear man? How to break a cycle? You cannot simply remove the promise of a better world for these unfortunates. In the workhouses, in the orphanages, the belief in heaven is surely the only succor one can find.
We do not need to wait. We can bring forth paradise now. We can speed the passion. With only a small sacrifice, we can hold the apocalypse.
With just a small sacrifice, we can free our shackles and deliver them to paradise now.
Alright, that sounds very shady. Never trust people who promise you a fast track to paradise. It's no use to pretend, and it doesn't help that you're live commenting, so I guess it's fine. Alright. I just hope I didn't ruin the moment there. Maybe I did. Yeah, loud noise. Oh, hey. Huh. I will say that there are a lot of cool sights. Old-timey machinery is always fascinating. I think one of the reasons why I'm not so tense is because the game has too many times promised some sort of scare or relief of tension and then not given it. Like, by the time we finally ran into the pigmen, we had seen the children run away 5 or 6 times. We had seen the pig mask show up like perhaps 3 or 4 times where it hadn't been before. Like 5 or 6 times where the whole room shakes and booms, and then you finally go down the basement and I guess there's a pigman there. Perhaps I was looking for a bigger payoff. Perhaps there's still one coming though. Because it's no time for judgment yet after all. Okay, that one is on. But this one is not. We're gonna have to shovel it. Guess not. Oh, I guess I could have put more coal in there. Well, not anymore now. Piston control room. Stop. Are your furnaces fueled? I'm guessing I need to use this information somehow, right? Can't pick that up. Yeah, so... Ban cap for making you want a 3D printer? Indeed, that is a terrible offense. Okay, you're banned. Nah. Oh no! Ah, okay, sliding door. Let me slide right in there. Let me swoosh right in there. Swoosh. 4 is fine, right? 4 is fine, but 6 is not. Okay, unban him. I miss him. Alright. He's been unbanned. Hey there. That was enough punishment. Fair enough. I mean, this isn't much coal, but I hope it's enough coal. Also, I'm noticing there has been some screen tearing. I hope it's not too noticeable on stream. Plotters, you're unbannable, indeed. The unbannable captain. Every time you try to ban him, he re-emerges. So, are there any lumps of coal I can actually pick up? You are the ban. Lily's arms are made of steel. Lily's arms are silent. The pistons are silent. The plant is at rest. I must poke the hornet's nest to open my way, I fear. The scale of these machines suggests a far greater works than is visible from the surface, so my friend must be correct, and the larger part of this plant is underground. We are close to the Thames. No wonder flooding is such a risk. The Mandus Processing Company. My soul shudders at what I have seen, but at last I have reached the main part of the factory. Now onward, downward, to find those floodwaters and drain them away. Like Moses, I will cleave the waters and lift my little darlings clear of its vile cradle. He seems to genuinely care about his kids, which is good. I mean, normal, but also good. Okay, apparently there needs to be more coal in here. Because it won't activate the button. Okay, we need more coal. Alright, 3 is one of the other ones that is not on, right? That should be easy enough. We can just put 2 in there. Close it. And turn it on. There we go. Alright, but we are missing a lump of coal. But here it is. Here it is. Okay, good. Everybody do the coal dance with me. Sorry you've been distracted by work, news, and stream. How are you liking the game so far? I'm liking it quite a bit. It's narratively, it's very cool. Although I will say it's not very scary so far. Like, we have run into exactly one hostile NPC and he was pretty easy to avoid, so... The narrative is interesting though. I like this slow burn, if you'll excuse the pun, unfolding of this guy's story. You know, little creepy things like someone clearly behind me placing these masks everywhere after I've been. It's creepy, and I like it. Alright, very, very cool, but what does this do for us? Hey, piggy. We can go under here now. This is a pretty big room. I hope I can find my way around without getting lost. Am I meant to explore much here, or just intended to walk to the end? Probably shouldn't go on here, but... I think I might have gotten really turned around here, but... They really don't want me to go on those conveyor belts. Uh-oh. I will say that I'm not very pleased by the idea of being chased through a room where I can't find where I'm going. Oh, ow. But also the right place to go. Well, that was another very brief encounter. Okay. So we've been followed around by a supposed saboteur. So wouldn't it be something if they turned on the machine while I was on it? Can we climb up? Not really. I'm still at it, yes. Ooh, no, flashing light, it's on a hunt, indeed. But I escaped, I think. Too much phasmophobia. It happens. You have a ghost addiction. So I'm here, but the doors aren't openable. Oh, okay. Took me a while to figure out what they want. In the nest of eggs, the factory is quiet now. Stumbling the alley, a wrench hung loosely from his hand. Oil and grease dripping off it, looking like blood in the half-light. Okay, this is like one of my worst nightmares, this. I'm very claustrophobic. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we could play with the four of us at some point, definitely. Oh, I'm playing the game. Whoops. Running off to the bus is just a normal strategic thing. Never say you're running off, just say, guys, we need more tools for evidence. And that'll always justify it.
Quickly, Mandus, find the entrance nearby. The children weep in the darkness, and the floodwaters continue to rise.
It's been a while since our guy responded to the person on the phone. At first he tried to talk back to it and they had conversations, but now it's always a monologue. Guys, we have found the dentist. In order to facilitate assimilation of tissue groups, technobabble, a compound is required or the cells will not bond. Disposal of non-bonded subjects must be immediate and using incineration or we risk continuous animation without form. This is unpleasant. A simple compound of 1 part Brennenburg infusion vitae to 1 part orgone monad disporal fluid is sufficient. This can then be administered intravenously to subjects following reassembly to maintain bonding. Compound is unstable and highly light reactive. Once in the body, the Schumann lamp can be used to activate the compound, but outside the body is highly corrosive. It can even destroy small quantities of metal. That's a clue. You have a dental appointment first thing in the morning? Indeed, then you probably don't want to be thinking about this. Sadly, the US. Wow. Oh hey, a temple. Yeah, you could always run away to the Netherlands. Okay, lots of spooky machinery. Oh, Jen, welcome to the stream and thank you for the hydrate. I was starting to get a headache, actually. Let me take a sip right now. Nothing's as scary like water, ain't that the truth? Remember the water monster from Amnesia 1? That was a trip. Even more hydrates. Alright, I'm gonna get another cup. Oh no, so many hydrates. Okay, definitely gonna get another cup, but I'm also gonna end pretty soon, I think. Like, I want to keep enough material for next time. I don't know how much game there is exactly, but I don't think it's that long. It also depends on how terrible I am at it though. So let me get water right now. Be back in a moment. It is true that everyone who wants to visit the Netherlands needs permission of Arjen. That's true, that's true. Yep. I am the bureaucratic barrier between this country's border and all others. It's true. Yep, it's a big responsibility, but someone has to do it. That other, Tiago did declare me to be the king of the Netherlands, so I guess I am now. Yeah, king of tourism and stroopwafels. That's me. And puns, of course. And bikes. Of course, bikes as well. Indeed. Ah yes, fake scare. Amnesia: The Dark Descent had those monsters who would run at you and then just disappear into puffs of smoke. I think they were such a common thing in Amnesia mods and such that I think Markiplier started referring to them as poofers because they poofed out of existence after they ran at you. This one didn't really poof or anything, it just kinda appeared and disappeared in a cutscene. But same basic principle. It's a fake out scare. Oh hey, Mr. Bear. Sleep well. These letters are also angry. Took delivery of another batch of imbeciles today. They are the sorriest specimens of humanity I have ever seen. No one asks where they go to. The authorities of Bedlam are simply happy to reduce the overcrowding in their teeming, stinking halls. We measure their skulls, check their teeth, we give them laudanum to pacify them. They wait in line. Livestock, dull brown eyes and filthy skin. Many soil themselves as they wait. Into the manipulator they fall in silence. I hear the hissing of gas. I hear the dull groaning as teeth are removed, as bones are reset. I hear the pig screaming. We have removed all the mirrors. After the process, it is their reflections that trouble them the most. Afterward, when they sleep, I walk amongst them. My children, I whisper to their dreams. You are my children now. I have children once again, and your forms imperfect will be the engines to make my own blood flow again. Sounds like a very healthy way to deal with grief. Tremendous, really, well done. You know, you ever just lose someone important to you, so you make a lot of pig monsters to deal with it?
Over there, place it in the corner. What? You think I speak Prussian? Do I look like an inbred hog, sir? Who gives a damn what it contains? Just set it down carefully and leave me be.
Do you get an achievement if you drag up through other levels like the gnomes in the Half-Life games? That would be cool, but I doubt it. This game has level transitions that make you drop everything you're holding, so I don't think that's possible, sadly. It would be cool, though. You'd give your kidney to see me play Half-Life Alyx? I mean, it could happen in the future. We have to donate a lot to get them both the VR headset and the game. That's the problem, isn't it? Ah, look at that. Another pig mask. Ooh, flashing lights. Oh, hi! Do you think they make the lights flash when you encounter them so you don't get a good look at them? To try and preserve the fear?
The lift has been sabotaged. You will have to find another way to the tunnel. Take care in this place, man. It is the crucible of the evil that stalks these corridors.
Best reuse of a 3D model, indeed. So is he not even gonna follow me out of that room? You're disappointed that the pigs are more aggressive with the lights on? Indeed, I was expecting him to chase me. Okay then, someone just stubbed his toe, that's obvious. And again, now that's unlucky. The illusion of imminent danger definitely worked for you. Alright. That makes sense. You know, here's an interesting thing about Soma. Some people actually think the how far did you get into it? I should be careful about what I say, I guess. How far did you start on it? Or... maybe an hour or so. Did you encounter anything you would call scary in that time? Because there's a pretty long intro. Does this hurt? Yes, okay. There's a patrolling monster. Right. Just wanted to make sure. So there's actually mods or modes that turn those off. Because some people feel it actually damages the game overall. Mr. Bear, what are you doing here? Alright, that's open now. I think this is a dead dog story, so Magellan, you may want to look away. More experiments with Compound X. Took the dog and injected it with strychnine. After expected convulsions and spasming, it died just after midnight. I immersed the body in a large tank of Compound X. He's been using brand X. And introduced an alternating current via induction coil for a period of 3.5 minutes. Partial return was induced, however, the damage incurred prior to death was retained upon revival, meaning the dog continued in the acute state of strychnine poisoning until I put a bullet in its skull. But drowning? Perhaps, yes. It is, after all, known to be the kindest of suicides. Drowning is the kindest of suicides? I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Mandus. I don't know where you're getting that one. If one were to drown, replacing the fluid in the lungs with Compound X should theoretically be perfectly possible as a revival method. Alright, it's over. It's over. The nasty story is over. I don't know how... should I scream? I'm not gonna scream. But it's over. I'll just flash the light repeatedly. That'll be a good signal. That's kind of interesting. So he can bring creatures back, but they retain the damage, which means it's kind of impractical. I came from there, didn't I? I'm starting to get a little bit lost here. You're off. Have a good night. Gonna get some sleep and then set out for the dentist bright and early. Gonna be fun. Alright, Back to Murder. Thank you as always for stopping by. And good luck at the dentists. I hope it's nothing too serious. I hope you get yourself something nice to eat afterward to celebrate surviving the encounter. And have a good night. There's a website you use called Does the Dog Die? So you can make sure a dog doesn't get hurt or die in a movie you want to watch. Oh, right. I know about that one. I like novelty websites and accounts like that. There's also one on Twitter that's like, can you pet the dog? I like that one. Get a sticker or one of those neat little plastic toys. Or a lollipop. That's like the cliche thing after a doctor's visit, right? Get a lollipop. Okay, so this is where I came from, I'm pretty sure, so I should be able to go into that industrial area. A lollipop kinda counterproductive? You raise a fair point. Other doctors do that, but dentists probably don't. Maybe a dentist could give you like a little bag of peppermints? Oh yeah, because there was steam here, right, and now it's accessible. Makes perfect sense. Alright, scratch and sniff stickers. It's always an interesting... Peppermints are also terrible for your teeth? Okay, yes, but I like to pretend they're not. Because they're nice and minty tasting. So basically I just pretend that's not true. Okay, so we'll need 3 fuses here, I suppose. It's mainly sugar, so yeah. I know you're right, but it hurts to acknowledge it. I do love me some candy.
It fell onto his hands and they eroded in front of me. To stumps. To stumps. Next time we will use an equal mix of infusion vitae and orgone disperser. No, just take him out. You can dump him in the river for all I care.
Alright, see you back to murder. Thank you for stopping by. You ever skim over a piece of text and you're thinking, oh, how can I filter this out so it's tasteful to read? And then you realize you can't. Also, this looks misplaced, am I wrong? Ooh, it just dispenses the fuses. Very nice. I wish I could take all 3 of them with me, but I guess we'll go one at a time. Can I put another one in there or not? I guess not. I don't know why I would even need to send one up there. All right. That was probably the most nervous I've been, just because I couldn't see it. That was actually kind of scary. I think I might have told this story before, but one of the scariest moments on the original, Amnesia, was a similar thing, where you hear a monster coming up behind you, and if you turn around to look at it, you die. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that then. So I'm kind of puzzled as to why I sent one of these thingies up there. Does it not count? What's the deal here? Maybe they need to be different voltages or something? I wonder if I can adjust that with these things. That would make sense, but it's been closed off. Can I make more? I can. Since I am falling asleep at the wheel here, I might have to save this one for next time. 'Cause yeah, that's not working out so well. Distant screaming. This is a scary room though, not gonna lie. Those covered cages are ominous, to say the least. And that's exactly why. Was this open before? I'm not sure. See, where was one of those things? There's one of them here. Oh, I probably need to insert them through there. Through these pipes then, right? One of them I could place manually, but the others I can't. So I need to find these pipes and put them in there. I just hope I can find the third one then. Okay, that was... Oh, okay, so you put them in there, and then that opens one, and then... Okay. I got you. I know what you're doing. Is there one of those devices here? Right, they mentioned the stuff they're using being corrosive enough to potentially break that, melt through some iron or metal. Oh, hey, look, Jaws. Is this the stuff? Because we could grab a bottle of it and use it if possible. We can't pick any of it up though. Slowly losing it when you're talking to canisters. Indeed. Oh my, this is a dissected frog. Shine a light on it. I thought so, but none of them are responding. Unless unless I didn't see it properly. Maybe it's one of these. I mean, the lantern would suffice, right? Oh, this one. Okay, yeah, okay. I completely missed that. That's kind of scary, the way it kind of moves on its own. There's that face again. Oh yeah, that's terrifying. I mean, I understand how I could activate the compound once it's on the door, but I don't know where the compound is, the stuff. So I thought I might have to point the light at it, like thus. Maybe I just don't have it yet? Maybe I missed it somewhere? Because this is not it, this is a fuse. Really unnecessarily horrifying, to be honest. The whole frog thing. And to really drag the light on the keyhole after the compound is applied on the spot and hold it there until it glows white. Alright, but I need to find the compound first, and I don't have it yet. I'm pretty sure it hasn't been applied yet. That's good to know though, but I don't think I can do it yet. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place for now. Bonk. There's probably other places where this thing could be. Okay, then I'm doing that right now, I think. Okay, I was just missing that vital step. Whoops. Whoopsie. I already, for some reason, I thought there was another tube to find. Hence my utter confusion there. Okay, yeah, that's from that point onward, it's actually pretty basic. All right, let's blow this joint. Let's get out of here.
Down here, Daddy. Faster, faster.
Alright, we are almost 3.5 hours in, so I'm about to call it done here too. I hope there's an area transition or something so I can be guaranteed a save point. Exactly like that, yes, nice. This leaking world. And the rhododendrons seem to be taking over the garden by the wall. I could dig them for you. No, get out of this house. You leave them be. These messages are getting weird. Alright. We've made quite a bit of progress here, so I think I'm gonna call it there. We'll pick this up again maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. We'll just have to see how things go for potential multiplayer tomorrow night. But I hope you'll join me for next time when I hopefully finish the game. So thank you to everyone who stopped by. And I hope you all have a great day or night, and I will see you tomorrow. Night night everyone. See you later.